And I'm back with more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. My guess is it's going to take 2 more episodes to beat this episode 4, case 1-4. But we'll make a judgment call here as the thing progresses. Again, as I've stated, I'm following a guide and it only goes so far. So it doesn't tell me how long segments are. It tells me how long the spoiler list is. So that's kind of our guesswork. This is it. Today things are gonna get settled. What the? What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock isn't worn off from the run-in with the stun gun. Anyway, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth looks glum as always. I hope he doesn't push him too hard. What the? What are you doing? Sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maybe you should go out and discharge? Right, good idea. What's gotten into that girl? Mr. Edgeworth? Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear! As promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Actually, after that shock I got in, I'm feeling pretty good. Yogi's forgotten his own name, but that's gotta be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember it? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready. Very well. We've reached the final day of proceedings. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Don't be awed and silence after every little thing. Very well, your opening statement. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that he was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. Please begin your testimony. Ah! I'm really sorry about leaving you yesterday like I did. I wasn't running away or nothing. I buy some food for Polly, and I figured it got nothing to do with the incident anyway. I mean, I'd need one of those motive thingies, right? I ain't got none. So my testimony stands as it is. Let's begin the cross-examination. Yanni Yogi. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yeah, seems like it. Then how could you know you don't have anything to do with the incident? Or you're just lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly he has no memory. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. I'm glad you've come to your senses. Very well, please continue. How can you say you've got no motive? You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim. That's why you took revenge on them. Please don't make me repeat myself. The witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He cannot hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over again. Might I say something? You've been saying the same thing over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with this current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness said he has nothing to do with the case and his motive. Both of these statements are lies! Order! Mr. Wright, that is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying that you know who this witness is? Oh, this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Please tell us the witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi. That name sounds familiar. Ah! The 06 incident. But what does that mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again? This man, this witness, Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose we prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more, this witness has lost his memories. This is it. I've got to do this now. If I can prove he's Yogi, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove it? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. And, So, I'm just gonna throw this out there right now. If you're expecting this game to be halfway serious about court and law and all this jazz with a little bit of comedy thrown in, hold on to your butts. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file. That makes sense. I'm so very sorry. The witness has none. What? Yeah, see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with this stuff. You sneak! You burned your fingerprints off! Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we'll not be able to prove his identity. What will you do now? Seems this case has been decided, no? I know what happened. But I can't let it end. I can't lose. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. What are we gonna do? I didn't even consider he might have erased his fingerprints. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine this Parrot for a little comic relief, huh? Very funny, you sore winner. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Cross-examine this parrot? What is it, Nick? Did you get hit on the head and come up with this very stupid idea? No, you're not. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Von Karma up on his proposal. Take him up? On my proposal? Exactly! I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. I'm not lying. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Should we send him to the nearest asylum for questioning? Did you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine it. I have a right to do as you suggested. If you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, I hope you're ready for the consequences. And knowing that you will forever be known as the lawyer who cross-examined a fucking parrot! This is crazy! Still want to go through with your stupid little game? Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. He's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. At least, I think so. Bailiff, please bring in the parrot. I can't believe I'm doing this. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! This witness is ignoring me. Who is your owner? Who is your owner? I can't believe I'm doing this. Fucking what? Again, I'm confused. Okay. Certainly the most concise testimony we've heard so far. Mr. Wright, are you sure about this? Begin your cross-examination. Once you're done, I want to meet you in the hallway. I have some men in some white lab coats who need to fix you up with a jacket. Are you seriously gonna do this, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Hello? Maya, you talk to her. What do I ask? Let's see, have we forgotten anything? Hello? Forgot something we forgot. It's not working. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? He couldn't have what? What the fucking hell? Mr. Wright, I'm pretty sure we've established that this parrot's name is Polly. Are we getting somewhere? Does this have anything to do with this? It does. It's fascinating. You claim this parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us proof. Nick! Aren't you he is bluffing a little too far? Look, we're not here to answer a question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he's Yanni Yogi. All we gotta do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity. Use case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on? Show us or stop wasting time. Please show us the page. It's on the suspect data. This page has all the information on Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. It does say that. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Wait, what? Exactly. He wanted to remember the name of the fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7. It is a little weak for evidence for a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Nick? Okay, what's the safe number? Okay. Huh? The safe number? Let's try to get anything out of her. 1228. That's a reckless parrot. Well, you aren't claiming this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. Ridiculous. How can this number to a safe tell us what the caretaker is? Show us proof. Case file again? What is this obsession you have with it? Where in this file is something located? It's in the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically the date on which the DO6 incident occurred. December 28? 15 years ago. And the number of the safe is 1228. He used the date of the incident as the number for his safe. That's how important the date was. It's certainly an interesting coincidence. This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. That has nothing to do with a date. Nothing! That's enough. We've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, and that's all. True, that's a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seem like a pattern. What are you suggesting? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Oh, shit. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. He looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. He's been acting feeble. Acting for 15 years. Let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as bailiff in this very court. Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago, and he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent and get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, and I'd lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, and my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. A letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people that ruined my life. I didn't care who had seen it. I thought that this was my chance, so I took it. A chance to have my revenge on both of them. And I have no regrets. Wait a moment! Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth himself? Anyway, I admit I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't he saying anything? This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty! That is all. Court is adjourned. Objection! What the? Did someone just object to me? It wasn't Von Karma. What? That means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we've heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! He's trying to confess. What's he gonna say? He's gonna say he's guilty? He's gonna tell him he was the murderer in DO6. Oh man, what do I do? The judgment's already been passed. I object to his outburst. Did something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness had raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Oh. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I tell myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean the incident where your father died? From the distance he was shot. It wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in DO6, was me. I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for DO6, of which the statute of limitations ends today. The culprit's me! So I point to Phoenix Wright for some reason. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial. Right here, right now. We try this man for his crime 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action. Court is adjourned. Oh, God. I'm sorry, right? I've just wasted all your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, kill your own dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder's murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove him innocent. What are you talking about? You just admitted to it. He confessed to what he did. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in the court record. And in any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. Oh boy, I think this is as good a time as any. Oop. Yeah, this is as good a time as any. Oh, Jesus. Well, we're not done yet. I had a feeling. But we will be done next time. You can bet on that. Next time will be the end of Case 1-4. See you guys next time.